it in you. We're talking about vibration, we're talking about frequency. It's so strong. And you know, my attitude number is one. My attitude number is one. My attitude number is one. My spiritual number is nine right here. So it's a stack of cards under there. It's called birth number, which is the spiritual number. Okay, my life path number is seven. See under here, even got life path number under here, which is seven. So we have together, we have three numbers in our chart. Basic number. We ain't even talk the name numbers. I always go by the birth numbers because this is what we were born under. This is like the name could change. You could change the vibration with the name. But when we're talking about the birth numbers, the birthday numbers, three of them. Your sun number, your birthday number, and your life path number. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know they say astrology is accurate, but to me, numbers are so on point, it's a darn shame. Especially when you know that they correspond to everything. They deal with the time, they deal with the tag, they deal with everything in life. Everything has a number. Even your name, the letters represents a number. Like C represents number three, for example. G represents the number seven. Everything corresponds to numbers, and numbers is vibration. You measure things with numbers. So that's why this is important. Every shape means something. Like number one goes straight up. The energy keep going, flowing up and down. Number seven, it goes straight across like the mind. And from the mind, you take it down to earth. You see, from heaven to earth. So the way it's shaped. So all the shapes mean something. And it's like, wow, it's powerful. And we know what circular energy is. When you see a circle, you see nine. It got a like nine look like it's pregnant. It like the head. The six look like it's pregnant from the belly. See what I'm saying? So six is more earthly. And the nine is more how your mind coming down to earth. Six going up. Six trying to go up and trying to ascend up. Nine already got the skills, so it's bringing its gift as an old soul down to earth. So now you understand how it operates. And that's why it spin around, it go all the way up to seven, mastery of the mind, then it manifests itself from seven to eight, have everything it want, the material aspects, and then it go back down to nine, back down to earth. It's an old soul. So once it reach seven, it in ascend. So this is how it operates. So when we talking about numbers, vibration is very powerful. Because right here, in our culture, which is Kemet or Kush, the Kushite culture, which is the Netaru, we talking about Ptah. Ptah in the Bible would be Peter. So these are other names of Ptah. In Latin is Pita, Paquita. So Ptah represents the vibration. You create your own reality. So right here, he's the maker and creator of all things, the craftsperson. So when you craft something together, like put beads, necklaces together, that's Ptah energy. So it's the energy. Everything deal with the energy, the vibration. When you be he carried the scepter, which is like the staff, and the seven is shaped like a scepter. I explain it on my Facebook. And many people understand that. I explain it on my Facebook. Whoever retract your message, I don't know who doing that. I don't know like if it's automatic doing it. Wealthy, QT, because you know you like my buddy in a way. I don't even know you, but you like my friend or partner. I don't even know you like far as earthly, but I know you spiritually. I know you got a good spirit. So we talking about back on track. When we talking about Batar, when you add it up, you get 45, which is 9. And this is why it's powerful. Because universal flow. And he was very, very important in Freemasonry. Batar is very important in Freemasonry. And this is what they base a lot of this stuff off Batar. You see what he holding in his hand? The scepter, the wand, the staff with the number 7. He holds a 7 in his hand. The 7 give him the power. The scepter represents power. And he hold the Ankh. See the Ankh in his hand, both hands? The Ankh represents life. He hold the scepter 7 and the Ankh, which is number 9, represents life. And he stand on the deed. This deed is like a pillar. He stand on the pillar. The pillar represents like the number 4, like a foundation. So he stands strong and solid, as you see. So we talking about numbers. What does got to do with numbers? A lot. It got to do a lot with numbers because numbers are vibrational frequency. That's why it's so accurate. It depends on who break it down to you. That's how accurate it will be. So Batar is who they created the Vatican, the Pope, And masonry, Freemasonry right here, or Patar. Patar. Patar energy. Your architect, he the great architect of the universe. So when we talking about this is energy, y'all. I want y'all to understand this is energy and vibration. This is what you become if you can grips this, or whoever name you want to call. It ain't got to be Patar, but whoever fits the craftsman or the energy of Patar. You could be a Greek culture, whatever culture you are. You know what I'm saying? Or the Orisas, whoever it could be Ogun, you know, however. But this is very powerful energy. You got everything corresponds to each other. So now, if you got the number one, your attitude number one, right here, this number one, sun number, which is attitude number, your personality that people see outwardly. I got an attitude number one. So that means you would come off as strong, wielded, self-motivated, bold, a natural leader, determined, fun-loving, self-confidence, assertive, stylish, unique, very creative, straightforward, honest, fashionable, the center of attention, a color coordinator, a designer, a charmer. You'll be a happy, cheerful individual, goal-driven, forceful, and ruthless to accomplish your objectives. You have high standards, of course, and you don't care what others think. So number one is like very strong. So you put that in the light path number. This make leaders of the world like how Martin Luther King was and other people who represent that number one, who started something new, a new trend, or who made a mark in the world. Number one is the leaders who make a mark in the world. They're like trendsetters. And so this is my attitude now. My attitude is I act like this, you know, a trendsetter, stylish. That's why people be like, ooh, you look so fresh. Ooh, I never seen that style before. And they be marking it like that. So this is what number one represents. This is the energy, not only for the attitude number, it goes deeper when it's your birthday number, because the birth number is more like the moon. It's a spiritual number. It's like your inner self. So the day you're born on is very important. It impacts your attitude number and your life path. They say the life path is the most important, but I can't agree with that. I can say that they all work together. And I say that the day you're born on got the biggest impact. That's why sometimes they don't need your whole birth year. So, but your life path is important because it's your purpose. So now, you know, number ones are properly that shine represents the sun, Leo. So every vibration represents more than one planet. Like number one that only represents Leo. That's just what they would tell you on the surface level. When you go deeper, let's look at what number one represents. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. The first month, what? January, right? The first house is what? Aries, right? So we can even get deeper. What Libra are? The 10th month, right? So number one represents mostly all the cardinal signs. You see? So this has got strong leadership energy. But on the basis of numerology, they would say Leo. It would say the sun. So it's however you interpret. People be like, they be saying, well, I thought it was Leo, but why is Aries now? Or why is this and that now? All is correct. That's what y'all gotta understand. Y'all see, you can't have one dimensional thinking. That what they give you, but you gotta understand that, like just like I use Patar as a craftsman, but also you got other natural rules that take its place, like Haru. You see, so we gotta understand that it's more to all. It's depending on what you want to use and what vibration that you feel more comfortable with. Like number one has a strong intuition, they clairvoyance. You know what I'm saying? These are dreamy people because they're super creative. Anytime you got to create a mind, you got to be a visionary. You got to be the one who can imagine. And they got a high sex drive. They're energetic, and they're a planner, and they love the idea of love, just like a Libra. So Libra, I see a Venus is nothing but like the female sun. That's all. And she go down during sometime, but she like the female sun. They're just showing her female side. That's all it is. And the sun is just masculine. That's how it is. You know, that's why Ra or represents who? The sun. Or Haru represents the sun. But also Venus, who represents that? I said Haru. Think about that. So now, that's in the Kemet culture. But now in Greek culture is different. It'll be like Isis. It'll be Hathor. You know, and of course it'll be a little different meaning. There's certain meanings. Like some of it be the same, like in meaning wise, but a lot of it be different. You like that there. But it depends on what you use. But nothing is better than the other. I don't care who you, what color, or who you are. I don't care what you into. I want you to understand this is all based on energy. This is what we're dealing with today. We're dealing with vibration and frequency. So once we learn that, nobody can defeat you. You understand you don't feel nothing, and there's no death. See, the birth number one, give you a little bit of this. uh, this is your true self. So when you say your birth number or spiritual number is your true self. If you got that number one, the same what I call out for the attitude, this will be your true self. You be funny. You like to inspire people, motivate people. Your mind is on fire. Of course, you got a strong intuition, and you overcome challenges easy and obstacles, and you don't fear nothing. That's on the bright side. You got a scientific mind and high energy, and you're a natural problem solver and a trendsetter who creates your reality. Number ones, I like the magician card and the tarot reading. I say tarot or tarot or whatever they call it, card reading. But anyway, that what it represents. Sun energy, you know what I'm saying? Manifest your reality through your creative mind. So they shop. All these numbers that you see right here on this row, hold up. On this row right here represents 1, 5, and 7 represents the mind. 2, 4, and 8. I'm going according to numerology. So you can be on the basis tip. 2, 4, 8 represents Earth. 1, 5, and 7 numbers are psychic numbers, represents the mind. 3, 6, and 9 represents creativity and the spiritual number. They're very spirituals. Very spiritual. So of course, all numbers have some psychic gifts and abilities, so don't worry about that part. But that don't mean that what about the other aspects, how strong they is and how fun they is and how they about life. So number 9, you know, is the last number, so it has all these numbers combined in it. So number 1 will operate like the one, but everything came from, hold up, I got the 0 here for nothingness, from the black hole, yeah, from the womb, from the woman. You know what I'm saying? This is the substance that heal us, that help us in where number 1 came from, the sun. Sun came out the black hole at night. It came out the cosmic egg, you see, which means circulation energy. It came from the 0. So the electromagnetic powers, which represents Pluto. That's why Pluto's so strong. It's a symbol of darkness and power. People think it's evil, but it's not. It depends on how you utilize the energy. Everything is always how you utilize the energy. I want you to understand that. They were in the script, of course. You know, of course, 0 is very psychic and tuned because this is the carbon mother, the sacred carbon mother womb of the universe. And what do universe mean? Uni, which is UNI, mean one or all, and verse means to change, to transform. It means to change, to transform. So uni, which means everyone and everything transforming, everyone and everything spinning, which means circular energy, which is spiral, which is spirit. So that what the 0 do is spirals. That's why you see in the Euboris where the snake eat his tail. That means the energy keeps spinning, keep going on and on and on. It's a circular energy, circulation. So now, this is very important because you see it's nothing but two shapes in life. Really. You got the curves and you got the lines. Everything has curves and lines to create. Everything has curves. It's only 2 energies, curves and lines. And when you go straight, they say flat line. I mean, flat line means you're out of here. You're out the body. You got the curve to stay in the body. You got to do some curves to stay in the body. Can't they be flat and be this straight and don't do no wrong on the earth? Cause that's flat line. But curve means you still you keep it living. Curve a little bit. Okay, for example, 1. You see 1? It's a line. 5 have a line on top, but it got a line coming down, but it's curved. It curved. So now you get what I'm saying. The 7 got 2 lines. Okay, the two curves. It curved, but it's some people got a line to the bottom, how they create the 2. But you see, now you see what I'm saying. Circular energy, where the curves come from the circle. So you break the circle down, you got curve from the left and right. So now you understand. So the 9, it curved, but some people write it where the 9, they got a line that goes straight, and that's curved. So it depends on how you write it too. But the 4 is all lines. You see? So this is how it operates. This is how it operates. And so this is very powerful. This is vibrational frequency. Whoever created this meth, which is the ancestors, I always say Africa, because Africa is the oldest in on the planet. And some will call it different names, a Bubalan, whatever, a Bubalin, or whatever they call it, and all this other stuff. You know, whatever you call it, it's cool. It's cool because at the end of the day, what really matters is that you be able to have a solution to whatever you're trying to accomplish or do. So let me read some of these comments real quick. Let me read these comments. Okay, she said, I'm a Leo sun currently sitting in the sun. My number is 1, light pal 9. Okay, you got very strong energy, Cortisha. Your name Cortisha, I think, but a QT. But anyway, anything that deal with the master number, it doubles the vibration, make it more stronger. You most likely to succeed or fail on a big level. These people go to the screen like master number 11. It's a high version of 2, so they'll be leaders. They'll be leaders. And so let me go to number 2 vibration. Sun number 2. Now, sun number 2. This is the attitude number 2, which is what people see on the outside. You see why some people calm, they got an Aries, because they might have an attitude number 2. And so you be like, ain't Aries be aggressive? Check out their attitude number. Everybody with these attitude numbers be like their attitude numbers. If not, their birth number will overtake that, whatever day they're born on. You'll see their life path down the line, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they put their work into, you'll see what their life journey is, what they're good at, their skills. So it's all combined. These numbers combined. So number 2 is what? The observative soul, who observe, the intellectual, they very psychic and intuitive empaths, because they're the moon. It's just like, we could say number 2 also deal with Venus or Taurus. So what else? Aquarius. See what I'm saying? So now you see it, because Aquarius is the 2nd month. I'm trying to show you how this work. All vibration will always be the same. Like the meaning of number 2 would be number 2. Then the meaning of number 1 would be number 1. Always. The energy is always the same. So if it's in your name, it's going to be that same energy. It's not going to change. If it's your attitude number, this is how you act. If it's your birth number or spiritual number, or the day you're born on, which is your birth number or spiritual number, or some call psychic number, then this will be your inner self. This is how you really feel. This is what you will carry out, because we got a lot of power over your life. So you're going to carry this out. It's your emotions. This your reaction. This your true self. Now, if it's your life path, this your life journey. This should be your skills, your talent, what you be like into a lot. And you going to wonder why. This is why. This is why. So you're going to see a little bit of that spiritual number and that life path come together of what your career going to be or what you're going to do in life. Your attitude number is just mainly just your attitude number. It also plays a big part because how you think, and it also how you act in front of people, but also it plays a part of how you take the lead and how you do things, lead it off, because attitude number lead it off. So it's very important. All is equally the same. When we talk about importance. Now, son number 2, attitude number 2 people, they are picky about love, relationship, and certain things. These people feel at ease and comfort around you. They are careful, security oriented, and they're a neat soul. They like cleanness, they like comfortability. But also, these people like to collect things, family things. But first of all, let me put this down, because I ain't did it right. I'm gonna go back to number 1, because what I got to do, I got to give out the downside of number 1. See, we never get the downside. The downside of a number 1 person is that they arrogant, conceited, bossy, selfish, egotistic, cold, bully, manipulate. They like to manipulate things. They're stubborn. They depend on people. They're narrow-minded. They're demanding. They're insulting. They could be a sore loser. Loud, bossy. I'm going to skip around a little bit. They like to brag. You see it with your own eyes. I know my writing kind of sloppy, but it's cool. They're weak. It could be weak-willed, very aggressive and controlling, and they don't give a uck. These type people bragging, this on the downside. Hot temper, reckless, all of that. They don't care about nothing. So this is when we did with number 1 on the downside. So I've got to tell you about the downside. But I had to tell you about vibration today. We talking about vibration. Like I'm going off beat for right now. Number 3 people, they're expressive. They're good at communicating, being a counselor, being wise. They're with the planet Jupiter, the sage. But also it's the 3rd house in astrology. So number 3 is very important too. So I want y'all to understand that. Number 3 is, all these numbers is important, and none is better than the other. All got different duties and responsibilities. And threes can be very clairvoyant because they can see the big picture on things. Now, when we talk about number 4, these people are grounded and they earthly. So these are earthly people. So they feel attuned when they're secure, when they feel comfortable, the home, building a foundation, but being a provider. So they have business minds and scientific minds. But also these people, they were the four elements of the earth. So they'll be the ones that into spirituality, into psychic gifts and ability and mediums and stuff. You know what I mean? So these are the ones who ain't scared to be in funeral home because it's earth. It's forceful, so it's strong. But they kind of quiet like because they're picking up on details and stuff like that there. So that's how number 4 people act. You don't matter if this your sun number, if this your birth number, or your life path. It's the same energy vibration. It's just in a different area. Like them 4 would be, we talking about the sun number, this your attitude. This how you will act out. This how people will see you. They will come to you, you be observative. You won't be that talkative like the number 3. Right here. I'm skimming around, but I'm breaking it down to you. But if it's your birth number, it's a need to carry these things out. You're gonna do that. This is what's in you, you know what I'm saying? If it's your life path, it's your skills and gifts. This is what you're gonna be into. You know what I mean? Doing things that deal with the earth, doing things that deal with science and stuff like that there. Now, number 5 people, them 5 people are free spirits, and they're here to learn and experience, and so they can teach you what they experience and learn and bring out the truth. They're here to explore all these senses, 5 senses. So this is a number of nature. That's why they deal with the human, the 5 points of human. The head was what they said the head. Let's do it like the word Allah they use. I'm not into Muslim, but I'm breaking it down and give you an example. Uh, the arm, leg, arm, and head. It deal with man, spirit of man. When they say man, it don't mean exactly man. The metaphysics terms to you, if you're on the earthly level, means a man. It means physical. But on the metaphysic terms, man means mother nature. Cause it's M-A mom and N nature. So now you got it. So when you add it up, man, you get 10. And what is 10? 10 deals with the tree of life in metaphysics. When we talking about, if you talking about in Kemet or Kush, in African spirituality or Judaism, that's what it deals with. It deals with the tree of life that's within you. So this is what we're talking about right here. So man basically means mother nature. So now number 5 right here is very powerful because these are free spirits, but they go through a lot of emotions and go through things so they can teach you. And they can be very addicted to things like drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that there. They like your wild child. It's just like the 3s. The 3s and the 5s are very wild spirits. So no matter where you put it, if you think about, well, what's my life path number, or what's your sun number, or what's your birth number, the number, listen to me, the number is always the same. They carry the same vibration. Like, let me say it again. Your attitude, it would be your personality when people first see you. And so people will see you expressive because this is number 5. If it's your birth number or spiritual number, it's a need. This is what you're going to carry out because within you, it's your emotions. So it's expression. If your life path number, this be your journey, be a teacher. And things that deal with number 5, that deal with Mercury. And like number 4 represents Uranus and Saturn. Number 5 represents Mercury. You see, all of them got a planet they represent or more. It depends on how you interpret it. You can make number 5 represents the 5th house, the sun house, because you'll see that in it too. You'll see because it represents the 5th house. You see the Taurus number 5. You'll see the 5th month Taurus. So you see all that. So number 6, these people are community oriented. They are your activists, your politicians. Just deal with the soul number. So they're gonna be the ones who gonna care for you and love you. So deal with the soul. 6 is the number of the soul. So these people here are the ones who could be good on upside to the screen, or they could be very bad. Devilish number, because the devil card and what? In tarot, it's the 6, which is the lover card, but also number 15, which is the devil card. So here you have it. And 15 represents 6 because when you add up 1 plus 5, you get 6. So numbers is always accurate. And that's how now I know how they do tarot. They do tarot. They do this love card book the same way with numbers and astrology. So y'all didn't know that, but now I'm giving y'all that. They use the elements and all that. So now, number 7. Now we talk number 7 is a spiritual number because it represents the crook, like what Batak have in his hand, the crook. Transformation. It represents being connected with the divine. You see how it go across like the bar? That's the universe. Now it's coming down to earth. So number 7 people is going to bring the knowledge from the universe down to you. And it represents power, spiritual powers. And these people gonna be the one who gonna put life into you, who gonna help you to get yourself back and gonna bring new perspective to things on the earth. And they're gonna feel like they're not from this planet because their mind is so different and so advanced due to the number 7 vibration. So if this your sun number, this gonna be your attitude. You'll be the one who gonna be observed, the one who gonna be smart, the one who gonna try to be smart, who gonna always want to be smart. And so if this is your birth number, a spiritual number, it's gonna have a major effect to you. Have a lot of dreams and nightmares. I know people with number 16 and 17 and 25, they have crazy dreams like that there. So this your life path. This can be your purpose. That's what you're here to do. You're here to do that. Now, you're here to be that psychic. You're here to bring your insight from the universe, to be spiritual, or to be the intellect of the world. Because some people with number 7 might not want to be spiritual. They might be more intellectual, have a scientific mind, break things down. But their purpose is to help themselves, to master themselves, but also to be in tune with spirit. So when they're in tune with spirit, they win. Hello to you too. There you go. I see you. Hello to you too. But they here to be in tune with spirit, everyday life with the lock heart. I see you. But see, 7s are here to be spiritual. They're here to do everything that represents spiritual. How they win is not fighting physically, but use their magic. Speaking into existence, draw their little circles or whatever they do, and watch things manifest and talk to spirit. That's what they're here to do. You know what I'm saying? They're not here to be like the number 6 who will be mostly religion. Number 7 will go out of the box and be spiritual because they moving up higher. So if number 7 people are religion, that means that they're going to be over. They're going to try to be over religion. Or if there is religion, they're going to do their own thing. They're not going to be part of a church. They're either going to be like the pastors who knows this knowledge and be Freemasons, or they're going to do their own thing. So number 7 people are spiritual people. Now number 8 people, now they earthy. A lot of people I know with number 8s, they got money. There ain't too many number 8s. That's why I say numbers so accurate. I don't care what nobody say. If not, they on the downside. And every number has a downside. Like number 8 is bossy, being materialistic, working too much. You know what I'm saying? So being separated from their family, so they can lose their family and all that there, and be too greedy. Because number 8 deal with money, manifestation, deal with material manifestation, having things. Because they don't been to 7, so they got the knowledge of 7. Now they want to have things. So this is why this is important, because 8 people are Saturn. They deal with Saturn, like 7 deal with Neptune and the moon. Saturn deal with Neptune and the moon, right? I mean, number 7 deal with Neptune and the moon. Okay, number 6 deal with Venus, but also Mercury. That what y'all didn't know. Because when you see the 6th house, what do you see? When you see the 6th month, you see Gemini. When you see 6th house, you see Virgo. But when you see number 6 itself, it represents Venus, which is Taurus and Libra. So this is all number 6 represents. Now you get to understand it represents air and earth. So that's the clear picture. You basically do it yourself. If you know, really, it becomes simple. Like 7, like what's the 7th month? Cancer, right? 7. It gets that simple. And the tarot card is the chariots. It represents number 7 that is the chariot, which is Cancer moon. They tell you they tell you that it's Cancer moon. So it gets simple. And 16 represents Mars and Cancer. Mars and the moon. So which is 7. So boom. You get that simple. But also 7 represents Neptune, Pisces. Now number 8 represents Scorpio, got some Scorpio in it. That's why it's strong. And strong, it vibrate hard. It go hard. Now number 8 also got Capricorn. Capricorn ruled that, even though the cold rulers is what? Scorpio. So all that's gonna be a part of it. Scorpio and 8, number Leo. Shoot, got some strong, these some strong individuals. Look at it, got powerful Leo, the powerful Capricorn, the powerful. So this is how you do it, beautiful people. I had to find this out some years ago. It just came to me. Like, I started using the house. I started doing all of that. Claircognizance. I just got that psychic gift. Just clear knowing came out of nowhere. Like, oh, I know the answer now. So number 9. Number 9 is a very powerful number because you see Virgo in there, right? But also represents Pluto, which is Scorpio, and Aries. These powerful planets, but also Sagittarius, number 9th house. Now you see that, a lot of fire in it, right? Because it's Aries and Sagittarius overtakes this number. You see that. You see that. It overtakes that number. Okay, number 6 is a balance, air and earth. Because it got Taurus Earth and Virgo Earth. But it also got air Gemini and air Libra. Okay, I'm trying to show y'all something right here. Now check this out. Number 8. There's a Capricorn. Cardinal gonna always be over any number anyway. But it also got fire, which is Leo. But it also got water, which is Scorpio. Okay, Cardinal gonna rule that. That's why Capricorn. Now, number 7, for example. Number 7 got Cardinal Cancer. Cancer gonna rule that because it's Cardinal. But it also got Neptune right here. So if you say Neptune and Cancer, you got a number 7. If you say the moon and Pisces, you got a number 7. So basically, or you could do the conjunctions. The moon conjunction to Neptune. There you have number 7 right there. Because it's both together. Or you see what I'm saying? Now you're getting it. You're getting it. I'm showing y'all the easiest way to do things. And this is very powerful. Number 5. Number 5. 5 represents what? Taurus, the 5th month. The 5th house, Leo. And what else? The 5th house, Leo. And then they say Mercury. So there you have it. It represents Virgo and Gemini, Taurus, and Leo right here. So now you get the understanding of it. And so what is that? How much Earth it got in it? 5. It got what I say? Taurus. It got Leo, fire. It got So Earth take this over because why Earth take over this number? Because it got Virgo and Taurus. But you still would see the Mercury effect. So it'd be sort of like a Virgo energy, like kind of like a Virgo, but Gemini. But also it got the Leo effect, the fun house. Because that's why 5 are fun lovers, storytellers, and all that together. Now y'all see it. Number 4. And 4 represents what? The 4th month is Aries, so of course it's strong, it's a forceful number. But then that's fiery. But it also represents what? It represents Aquarius. Aquarius got 2 planets. Aquarius got Saturn and Uranus, right? And it represents Cancer. So it got all the elements. It got Cancer, which is the water. Aquarius, which is Uranus, air. Then they got the Earth, what? Saturn. And then they got what? Aries, the fire. You got the fire. You see it. You see it. All the elements. Now you see it, the 4 elements. You see it. So now it's making sense to y'all. Y'all like, wow, right now. Now you see number 2. 2 is Taurus, right? The 2nd house, but also represents the moon. So you see the moon and Venus effect right there with Earth in it, right? So 2 represent water and Earth, basically. And you see it could be a little Scorpio, but not really. You know what I'm saying? The match number 11 would have Scorpio in it because 11th month, but also Aquarius. This is very, very powerful because Aquarius and Scorpio, according to astrology, supposed to be the smartest. And check this out. Master number 11. We also got number 2, so it had the moon in it. So, because it's 11. So, but what to take over that is the powerful energy, you know what I'm saying? Pluto, or because it's very powerful, but it's also got the cardinal moon in it. So it's very powerful right here. Now look at the mass number 22. Mass number 22, right? You see, this is 4, but it is higher than the 4, so it will be like a leader on a big scale. It thinks that it could do everything better than everyone. You know what I mean? So it really don't like to rely on people. It want to build a whole nation and build things. Number 11 people, they are the great healers of the world. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be higher than the 2, more than a empath or clairsentient. They're going to have all the gifts, and they heal through just their aura, you know, just glowing, and they're going to take leadership for this. So it's a balance with them. So they represent the justice card in tarot and tarot reading, or Libra. So it got Libra in it too, because see the ones. So it got all the number 1s in it, and it got 2s. It's got a lot in it, number 11. The 2, now you see the mass number 22. Again, it got the moon in it, but it also got Saturn, but it also got Uranus in it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it got Taurus in it. You see it. You see all of that vibration in it. And more. Now, mass number 33. Now, this right here, you see Jupiter in it, and you see Venus in it, the effect. Humanitarians of the world, who's here to bring the light to the world or help people expand their consciousness and raise the consciousness of the world. I mean, bring awareness of truth and not sacrifice themselves, because they will sacrifice their life for you. Because they're here to show universal love, because 6 represents love. 6 is the representation of love. 9 is love on a bigger scale, because 6 is the small humanitarian, 9 is the big humanitarian. But when we talk about 33, it just is worded as the 9, because it's double the vibration due to 2 3s, Jupiter. So they will go even harder than the 9 at times, but 9s is still there because the last number, you see. So now, with this being said, now you understand, you know what I'm saying? Because 3 represents, you see the Gemini effect, you see the Jupiter, in the 6, you see all the Mercury in it. and all of that. You see all of the Jupiter in it. So this is very powerful, beautiful people. Very powerful energy we talk about here. So let me see. Anything y'all need to know, you can comment and we can talk more on. You like past 7 like me. Yep. And you got a Cancer rising too. You see how astrology match the numbers? I learned that. I said, you know what? Astrology match my numbers. All my numbers, like my attitude 1. My dominant house or stellium is the front house, which is Leo, number 1. Number 9, Pluto's conjunction to my sun. So I got sun square to Mars. And, you know, 9 is very aggressive, very warrior spirit. And so I said, "Ooh, look at all of this here." And water ruled my chart. I said, wow, 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 wow. 7 is 7, just a watery number, but it got a little bit of Libra in it too, because 7th house. So it represents love too. So it got Neptune, it got the moon, but it also got Libra in it, Venus. So this is a very powerful number right here, spiritual divine. So now you understand it match your chart too. These numbers match your chart. I want y'all, when y'all really get into numerology and y'all know the meaning of it, y'all gonna be like, wow, amazed that all your numbers match. They just the natal chart this so much that that's gonna mean the same thing as your numbers. It is gonna go more deeper into your chart. But like I got a Pisces midheavens, and you know that what 7 is what? The Pisces is your career. Midheavens is your careers, right? So Pisces midheaven is my career is a 7, right? There you go. My North Node is 7, which is Libra, which is 7th house Libra. So boom, you see. Then the most dominant planet in my chart is the moon. So that you know, life path numbers match. So I got a water trine, my gifts, psychic gifts, and all that there, spiritual gifts, and what I'm doing now. So you will see a lot of that correspond to your numbers. I don't care what nobody say. I know it's who you get your reading from that makes it excited. Some people just ain't that good what they're doing or don't know what they're talking about. But in actuality, you can turn anything to anything because everything has a meaning, everything has a vibration. Just like the stone, this orange calcite. The orange calcite right here. It's beautiful stone right here. Very beautiful. It represents the sacral chakra. You know what I'm saying? Your emotion, your creative skills is very spiritual, divine. How you came into the world of existence. Then you got the clear quartz. This is another version of clear quartz. I got some clear quartz you can see all the way through. So all this spiritual. Now you know why I be on what I'm on and why I feel so spiritually divine. You see Ptah right here, sitting here. Now I move over. Let's move this out the way so you can see the eye. You see that third eye? We're gonna open that third eye right now. We gotta open that third eye. This the eye of Haru right here. It's the eye. And you see the circle in the eye? The same circle that's the ball you see in the eye is like the black hole. Our eyes are sort of like the universe, the black hole. Our eyes, you see, look all around your eyes, you see like little stars all around it. You know what I'm saying? Look closely. And you can look at videos on that and you'll see the whole breakdown of that. I'm going to it deeper later on in life. Because I'm still stuck on so much knowledge, so much stuff I'm doing. Like I see all the writing I do in these books. When I buy these books, they mine. Believe me, I write all over these books. I break it down myself. They don't give you enough information, so I break it down to what I know, and also my research and write in these books. See what I'm saying? I do that with all my books. But why you do that? That's just how I do. And this how my mind look. See all the words all over the book. This how my mind look, beautiful people. This 7 deal with this. 7 and 9s, they deal with this, especially 7s. So nines ain't got time for that. Nines got to go out in the world. Nines very action oriented too. But I got a big old 9 in my chart too. Would you say nice? Hold up. That's right. That's right. Leo, life path 7. So you definitely got the heart to take action with spiritual. You feel most divine. You're here to do this spiritual work. Cancer with life path 7. Yeah, you definitely here to do this work. Your partner 4, yeah, 4s go get along good with 7. They like balance them out. Then you're a Pisces. Pisces energy do good with Cancer. So boom. This is very powerful stuff. This is how I do. I write all in these books. I don't play. I don't play. I don't play. I ain't really broke down everything in this book, but this is how I do. I mark it. I write. I break it down. I add it up. And so now you know what numbers represent. I wasn't gonna like go all through all the number. I got so many numerology videos, but at least I give you an idea and you see how it works. Now you can do it yourself. You know what I mean? So it's very powerful, very powerful. And I know a lot of you say, well, he into Kemet. It's not the truest, it's not the realest. And we debate about this, debate about that, but everybody pick something, right? To be honest with you, I love knowledge on this, but I still can't be too attached to all this because it's all within. I want y'all to know. Now y'all learning something from it. I love this knowledge, but the same spirits and energies is in me, but I still can't be attached to these books. I am the book. So I come up with new meanings from looking at this, help me create, but I give all honor to everything, even the people who wrote these books, even those who did bad or good, because they helped me to define things. They helped me to interpret and break down things. So without bad, how would I know what is what? How would I know about deception? And so that's why, like, I don't fault the ancestors, nobody, or for the slavery thing that's going on, because we learned a lot. We learned what is good. We learned how to move when we talk about evil. So this is the tree of life, beautiful people. We talk the tree of life right here. And you see the same in the Kabbalah, the Jewish thing, what they really teach. You think they be into religion, but no, they be into the metaphysics. This is the Kabbalah. This is not the Kabbalah, but this is what the Kabbalah people do. This is Kemet, Kemet, Kushite culture. You got to add Kushite to it too. About the Ba, the spirit with the soul, Ka, the spirit. So this is what that means. And the Ren is the name, stuff like that. The Cat is the body. And the Ab was the heart, the science, and stuff like that. So this is how deep it get. Now look at me. Here I go again, writing in these books, breaking it down. Sloppy writing, but it's only for me to understand, really. So that's why I don't really be tripping it. And as you look, this how it operates. From the cat, the number 9. You see these numbers. They go by number. Number 1 was the Ku, Aku, which is the spirit. And number 2 is the Ba, the Saha, the earthly flesh and stuff like that. Go on and on and on and on and on to the Ka, right there. The number 7 spirit. Ka represents spirit. So now y'all understand. This is true metaphysics. And you can't put everything in one video. So, and as you know, your throat do what? Your throat shaped like a butterfly, right? So Bata represents that butterfly, that voice box, vibration that deal with sound. Because everything has a sound to it. Everything has a frequency to it. And that's what these numbers represents. Vibration, the frequency. Like touch number 1, see what you feel. Like I had my hand over number 7 one day, I feel healing energy. Like I was tired. I opened my book. I had me a little small book that I wrote numbers in. And I put my hand over it, I would vibrate. I felt that spiritual energy when I touched that 7. So you got to get that in tune with spirit until when you feel something, you can feel the energy. Like of every stone, if you got a different feeling, you got to be so in tune. So numbers represents all of this. Like number 1 represents what? Yellow gold. Number 2 represents like it could be gray, it could be green, it could be also like yellowish. Number 3 would be, or number 2 could represent orange. As many, one number represents many colors. I'm just giving you an example. Number 3 is blue, light blue, because that Jupiter in it. You know what I'm saying? So number 3 on that level. Number 4 gonna be like earthly, so gonna be your dark green or your brown. Number 5 gonna be your blues. You know what I'm saying? Your turquoise, your light blues, and your 6 gonna be your dark blues, and so forth. 7 indigo, clear. Now I'm through, beautiful people. I'm out of here.